Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another reading from Tia's Company _1, and I'm doing a reading on Lauryn Hill and Cardi B and Queen Latifah and Nicki Minaj. Okay, before we get into the reading, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications, and this reading is strictly for entertainment purposes only. And let's get into it. So we're going to start off with Cardi B and Lauryn Hill, okay? This is a subscriber's request. And yeah, let's see what's going on between them, if they do have a relationship, if they do not. And yeah. So Lauryn Hill and Cardi B. Let's see what's going on between Lauryn Hill and Cardi B. Okay, so I got some very definitely reversed cards. Okay, so we got the full card in reverse. And this talks about somebody kind of being a risk taker, somebody who kind of plays the innocent role, but that's not innocent. And that's how Lauryn Hill views Cardi. She feels like, unfortunately, she's not good for rap or the industry and the music business. That's how Lauryn Hill feels internally. She'll never really say, obviously, being that Cardi B is popping right now. But she doesn't really feel like she's good for hip hop. Okay, the full card talks about kind of being a risk taker, kind of being, too much of a risk, too out there, too flamboyant, and that's just how Lauryn Hill views Cardi. And this is kind of goes back to maybe her personality. It doesn't mean the way she dressed or necessarily the way she looks, but her personality, what she stands for, and how she got in the game. Okay, and that's just how Lauryn Hill views Cardi. But Lauryn Hill doesn't really like a lot of people, so I wouldn't take too much offense to it if I was Cardi, because she's rich and Lauryn Hill doesn't really like a lot of people. Okay, then we got the Magician card in reverse. Okay, that talks about kind of being manipulative and deceitful. Okay, so she doesn't feel like the way Cardi got into the game was organic. And if you guys have listened to my exclusives beforehand, you guys will know that it wasn't organic. Okay, and I'm not saying Cardi's not talented, but the way she got into the game, if you know the emails that were sent out about Nicki, you would know why Lauryn Hill feels that way. Okay, so if you guys can look at I made an exclusive playlist, and I also made a playlist for my Nicki readings. And this card talks about manipulation. So this goes back to what I was saying before. Okay, and then we got this card which talks about challenging the status quo. Okay, so she feels like Cardi B kind of is challenging the status quo, and what this talks about is somebody who go against the grain for either good or bad reasons. Because of my previous cards, it looks like she's going against the grain for the wrong reasons. And this could be how, people view, number ones and having a hit single. They value that more than talent, okay? Because back when Lauryn Hill was, one of the main chicks in rap, it was about talent, okay? And Lauryn Hill is known as one of the most talented rap females. Okay, so back then it was about talent, now it's about hits and number ones, and Lauryn Hill is not happy about that. Okay, so it doesn't really look like Lauryn Hill is too fond of Cardi. Okay, and as you guys heard previously, you would know why. Okay, let's see how Cardi B feels about Lauryn Hill. Let's see how Cardi B feels about Lauryn Hill. Well, we got the Two of Swords in reverse, which talks about not trusting anyone, kind of having your guard up. And that's just how Cardi is with a lot of people in the business. She has her guard up with a lot of people, okay? Four of Wands talks about something kind of being successful, celebrating in the moment. And Cardi does not feel bad about her having all the success and having all these number ones. She feels like she deserves it. And also, it seems as though she wouldn't mind collaborating with Lauryn Hill, okay? Um, the reason being for that is because Lauryn Hill is such a staple in the hip hop community. She knows it would be a good look. She wouldn't mind collaborating with Lauryn Hill. She would probably rather collaborate with Lauryn Hill versus Lil' Kim and Remy Ma, okay? Especially after the success of Nice for What with Drake, that went #2 or #1, and he sampled Lauryn Hill. She knows that it probably will be successful, okay? So with that being said, she does not feel bad about her celebration of her number ones, and she wouldn't mind collaborating with Lauryn Hill. But she doesn't really trust a lot of people in the industry, including Lauryn Hill. She doesn't really know Lauryn Hill to trust her, but she doesn't trust anyone, okay? And she knows people view her a certain way because of her success. So that's why her guard is up, okay? So it looks like the feeling is mutual between Lauryn Hill. They don't have much of a relationship, but Lauryn is not too fond of Cardi, and Cardi wouldn't mind working with Lauryn Hill, but she doesn't really care if Lauryn Hill or anybody else feels some type of way about her success, okay? About her number ones and how she obtained them. She feels like, you know, her fans bought the music, okay? And even though there's proof that that's not all true, there's nothing that could be done about it because she's already been exposed, like I said before, and nothing happened, okay? So let's move on to Queen Latifah and Nicki Minaj. How does Queen Latifah and Nicki Minaj feel about each other? Queen Latifah and Nicki Minaj, how do they feel about each other? Okay. So we got the Six of Pentacles in reverse, which talks about kind of sharing and gossiping. So it looks like Queen Latifah might have got put on blast behind the scenes about gossiping about Nicki Minaj, okay? I can feel like this could have been maybe not recently, maybe a couple years ago. I believe they were in a film together. I forgot what the film was called. But, oh, maybe The Barbershop. I think that's what the film was called. And maybe she got caught gossiping about Nicki Minaj, not during the filming, maybe afterwards. But it looks like Nicki might have found out about it. The Six of Pentacles talks about gossiping, sharing, oversharing. And when it's in reverse, it's not usually a good thing, okay? And then we got the Six of Swords, which talks about walking away from a situation. What the energy I'm getting with Nicki and Queen Latifah, I feel like Nicki is very disappointed in how Queen Latifah might have carried herself. It looks like she might have viewed Queen Latifah in a better light before, and maybe Queen Latifah did something which showed her true colors. And now Nicki kind of like is walking away from the situation. I feel like her energy is different towards Queen Latifah than it was a few years ago. She hardly ever mentions Queen Latifah like she used to. Now she just mentions, like, you know, Foxy. Sometimes she mentions Missy, and she mentions Lauryn Hill, but she really don't mention Queen Latifah like she used to. And I think there was a shift in their relationship, okay? And the Queen of Pentacles talks about working and focusing on oneself and being successful. So I think it could have been something work-related, or, you know, just Queen Latifah talking and you know, oversharing some things about Nicki. I remember her doing an interview on Hot 937, and I feel like that interview might have rubbed Nicki the wrong way, because I believe she said in that interview, you guys can go look at it, that she wasn't cool with Nicki being the only female rapper. You know, when everybody else, there was no other female rappers, and Nicki just being the only one. And I feel like she did that in an interview, and I feel like that's something else that Nicki probably wasn't too gung-ho about, okay? Because it made it seem like she was hating, to be quite honest. I felt like she was hating, okay? Then we got the Knight of Swords, okay, which talks about trying to put up a fight. This card talks about, you know, challenging some things, putting up a fight, having your guard up. And that's just how Nicki feels when it comes to the older rappers. She feels like she has to continue to try to prove herself. They don't really give her the props that she deserves. Not all of them, you know, Foxy, MC Lyte does, Foxy, Lady Luck, but majority of them don't really give her her props because they rock with Lil' Kim. So that's another thing that probably bothers Nicki, okay? And that's what I'm getting from the cards. You know, somebody that was gossiping, got caught up, was talking too much. And I remember Queen Latifah doing an interview. I think it was on Hot 97. You guys can go look at that. When she was like, oh, I was never cool with Nicki being the only female rapper out, okay? And I felt like, you know, Nicki probably saw that because the Shade Room posted it and all the other blogs posted it. So it made it look like she was hating, okay? So how does Queen Latifah feel about Nicki Minaj? How does Queen Latifah feel about Nicki Minaj? Okay. So the Five of Swords in reverse talks about kind of jealousy, not being able to trust someone. So she never was too gun-ho about Nicki. It looks like she was putting up a front the whole time. I believe Nicki even presented her with an award on VH1. I forgot what award show it was, but the Five of Swords talks about kind of not trusting someone, kind of having your guard up, watching them. This card also talks about betrayal. So Nicki does feel like Queen Latifah betrayed her, okay? Then we got the Nine of Cups, which talks about stagnant energy. She feels like Nicki was kind of making female rap stagnant. Like people weren't able to come and go, or people weren't able to really succeed in female rap because of Nicki, okay? It's like, even if you were successful, you weren't able to take a break because, you know, Nicki was always on her A game. So she does feel some type of way about that, Nicki being the only female rapper, and she's already expressed that in interviews. So it looks like even when they were cool in the barbershop and they were at the award shows together, it was all a front. But, you know, eventually Nicki saw her true colors, okay? So if you like the reading, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. This reading was strictly for entertainment purposes only. I hope you have a great day.